Welcome. Today we're going to talk about the vertex of a parabola, which should basically be a review, except for the fact that we're going to now talk about parabolas that are opened left and right rather than just up and down. So again, the vertex is either just the lowest or highest point or the furthest to the left or furthest to the right, meaning we could have one that's opened up and then you just come out here 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and that point or that vertex is the point 2, 3. But now what we're going to do is we're going to actually have parabolas that could be opened sideways like this. And so then the vertex could be out here 3 and down 1, 2, 3, and then the vertex would be 3, -3. So again, we're going to have parabolas open down, opened up, open right, open left. So we got to talk a little bit about how the equations are a little differently. For the ones that are opened up and down, the vertex form of the equation is y equals a parentheses x minus h squared plus k, where h is the horizontal, or the, I guess let's even put it I was going to put the horizontal shift, because it's also called transformational form, horizontal shift, but it's also the x coordinate of the vertex. So, and then the k is the vertical shift. Vertical shift, or the y value of the vertex. This is the x value of the vertex. Vertex. Okay, but if it's open sideways, then the equation looks like this. X equals a parentheses x, not x, sorry, y minus k squared plus h. Where again, now if you'll notice, I swapped the position of these two because their position is swapped. This is the vertical position or shift, or the y value of the vertex. This is the x position. So they're swapped, just like the x and y are swapped. So let's do a quick example. If I give you y equals 3 parentheses x plus 7 squared minus 5, then my vertex, again, looking up here, thinking of this as a minus, I got to do the opposite of this. My vertex would be -7, but I do want to use exactly what's here, -5. So that would be the vertex of my parabola. But if I gave you x equals 3 parentheses y plus 7 squared minus 5. Now, if you'll notice, I put numbers all exactly in the same position. I have a 7 here, a 5 here, but the x and the y are flipped. But now the vertex is going to have a -5 value and a -7 value. So the vertex kind of flips because I'm affecting the y with the 7. The way I like to think about it is just this. To find the vertex, take what's in parentheses and find out what value of x would make this 0. Well, the value of x that would make x plus 7 0 is the opposite of 7, so it'd be a -7. And then if that's the x value for the vertex, that 0 times 3 goes away. This is the y value. Okay, so here, think about the y value. So I'm going to find the y value first and say, what y value makes this parentheses 0? Well, a -7 does. And when I plug the -7 in, this 0 squared times 3 is 0 minus 5. Well, that means the x is -5. So I get a -5, -7. So it flops. Now, by the way, be warned that you're going to see some equations where there isn't parentheses, where the horizontal shift, if it's an x, is 0, or the vertical shift, if it's a y here, is 0. I guess let's do a very, very quick example. You might have something like y equals 6x squared plus 9. Well, if you don't see parentheses, think of this as an x plus 0 squared. The vertex is going to be 0, 9. Think about what value of x will make the x squared 0. If you see x equals negative 5y squared minus 7, the vertex, now be careful here, the vertex, the y value is going to be 0. What value of what value of y will make the squared term 0? Well, that's a y value of 0. That leaves an x value of negative 7. So again, just remember, if the x is equal to a y squared, those are almost like they're flipped. This is the x value of the vertex, where the y value obviously is the y value. If you have any questions, please bring them to class.